Yes, dear, how are you? Now again I am here to learn some more new topics related to our chapter capacitance, unit electrostatics, NCERT chapter number 2. So today's learning objective that we are seeing here is energy stored in a capacitor. Energy stored in a capacitor. Stored in a capacitor that we are going to see here. My dear children, what is that? Before that, I am taking here in a two conductors. Suppose this is the first conductor 1 and here is another conductor 2. 1 and 2 conductors are there. Let the positive charge is transferred from conductor 2 to the conductor 1 in every small installment of dq. Suppose here the charge is plus q, here is charge minus q, like this. Due to induction, the charge here is negative. The electric field so generated here is E, like this. Let the positive charge is transferred from conductor 2 to the conductor 1 in every small installment of dq each till that conductor 1 gets charged by plus q and 2 acquires the charge minus q. इससे इसमें तब तक चार्ज ट्रांसफर करना है तब तक कि it will acquire positive charge and it will acquire negative charge. Suppose at any intermediate state, suppose charge on the conductor 1 is plus q. Charge on the conductor 1 is plus q and charge on the conductor 2 is minus q at any intermediate stage while transferring the charge. What is the potential difference between these two? The potential difference between these two is V is equal to, what is the formula for that? V is equal to Q by C. C is the capacitance of a capacitor. This is the potential difference here. Small amount of work done in giving an additional charge. Small amount of work done in giving an additional charge dq to the conductor is. So I can write what I have to do work. A small amount of charge after this. This charge is also given, so I can say we have to do work. So dW comes out to be, that is potential Q by C into charge, potential into charge. Charge is dq here. So Q by C into dq. Here is this. This is the work done here. Because I know very well the formula for the potential V is equal to W by Q. So W is equal to V into Q. This is there. Okay, लिखिए. So my dear children, total work done in giving a charge from 0 to Q. Initially, the charge on the first plate is 0. We are transferring the charge from this plate to this plate, say 0 to Q. The total work done in giving a charge from 0 to Q to this condenser, so I have to do integrate of this. Integration of dW, Q by C dQ here. My dear children, you know the formula of integration of 1 dot dx is x. Integration of x to the power n dx is x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Write down. Then we have to see use this integration and get the result. Here integration of dw is w. 1 by c may be taken out. Integration of q dq. So q की power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 q square by 2. This is there. And suppose the charge is transferring from 0 to q, the lower limit is 0, upper limit is q. Here is 0, here is q. So w comes out to be 1 by 2c. Open the limit, you will get it q square. Other is 0. So this is the formula. This work done is stored in the form of potential energy. This is there. W is equal to q square by 2c. This work done will be stored as a potential energy. If I put q is equal to cv, so you will get it. U comes out to be 1 by 2 cv square when you put it here. And also put q is equal to cv here. So you will get 1 by 2 c cv की जगह के q v. So 1 by 2 qv. So these are the three formulas: q square by 2c, 1 by 2 cv square, and 1 by 2 qv. These are the potential energy here, my dear children. So write down. This is the formula for the potential energy or energy stored here. What do you mean by energy density of a parallel plate capacitor? Small article is there. Energy density. What is that? So energy density of a parallel plate capacitor. Dear children, this article is of 2 marks, definitely. Energy density of a parallel plate capacitor. Energy density of a parallel plate capacitor. What is that? Energy density of a parallel plate capacitor is defined as the total energy per unit volume. Total energy per unit volume of a condenser. So this is reported as total energy divided by volume. Total energy that is U divided by volume that is V. What is total energy? That just I calculated 1 by 2 CV square. 1 by 2 CV square, and here is the volume. Volume of a parallel plate capacitor is area into distance. Volume is area into distance. A into D. Formula for the parallel plate capacitor, capacitance is epsilon naught A by D. Also, the formula for the electric potential is ED. Put these values here. What we are getting? So U comes out to be 1 by 2 C epsilon naught A by D. V square, that is E square D square, upon A into D volume. This is there. What is A into D? A, D, D. What is there? 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square. 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square. Here E is the strength of the electric field. This E that you see here, it is the strength of the electric field in the space between the plates of a condenser. Okay, so this is the formula. It's a very important formula. 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square. Write down. Now, another learning objective is, in continuation of this, what do we mean by common potential? Another learning objective that we are going to discuss here, that is common potential. Common potential. Here. What is this? When two capacitors, suppose this is a one capacitor, this is another capacitor. What is the meaning of common potential here? When the two capacitors charged to a different potential, when both the capacitors are charged to a different potential, are connected. Say the capacitor having capacitance C1, potential is V1, C2, the potential is V2 before connecting. Here. When the two capacitors charged to a different potential are connected by a conducting wire like this. Suppose these capacitors are connected like this. What happened? When the two capacitors are connected, what happened? They are connecting by a conducting wire here. Then I can say charge flows from one at higher potential to other at lower potential till the potential of both the capacitors comes to same. Say the potential after connecting is V. This flows continuous till their potential becomes equal. Charge will transfer from one capacitor to the another capacitor till the potential becomes equal. So flows continuous. So the equal potential of the two capacitor, the equal potential of the two capacitor is called common potential. In this process, I am imagining that there is no charge lost. No charge is lost in the process of sharing of the charges. While the charge is transferring, I am imagining that there is no charge lost. No charge is lost in the sharing of charges by the two capacitors. Suppose C1 and C2 of the two capacitors having the potential V1 and V2 respectively. Total charge before sharing is C1 V1, C2 V2. Okay? If V is the common potential here, if V is the common potential after sharing, so the charges after sharing would be, Q comes out to be C1V plus C2V. As there is no charge lost, both are equal. As there is no charge loss, so C1V1 plus C2V2 is equal to C1V plus C2V. We may take common V. C1 plus C2. So V comes out to be C1V1 plus C2V2 divided by C1 plus C2. This is the formula for common potential. Just now we imagined that there is no charge loss. But in practice, definitely a loss of charges is there. So what is the loss of energy here? So I have to calculate loss of energy on sharing charges. loss of energy in sharing charges. Loss of energy in sharing charges. When the charges are shared, write down, when the charges are shared, no charge is lost, but some energy is lost. No charge is lost, but some energy is lost. That is in the form of heat. Some energy is lost, that is in the form of heat. So I have to calculate loss of energy. Total energy before sharing the charges. Total energy before sharing the charges is 1 by 2 C1 V1 square plus 1 by 2 C2 V2 square. I know the formula of energy, 1 by 2 CV square. Total energy after sharing the charges. Total energy after sharing the charges is 1 by 2 C1 plus C2 into V square. This is the energy before and after sharing the charges. Now, I know the formula of common potential just now, C1 V1 plus C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. Put it here. So E2 comes out to be 1 by 2 C1 plus C2 into C1 V1 C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2 का whole square. This is there. So I can write here 1 by 2 C1 plus C2 से ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा, बचेगा C1 V1 C2 V2 का whole square divided by C1 plus C2. This is E2. So let us calculate E1 minus E2. E1 is 1 by 2 C1 V1 square plus 1 by 2 C2 V2 square minus 1 by 2 E2, that is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 का whole square. Okay, write down here C1 V1 plus C2 V2 का whole square divided by C1 plus C2. Yeah. Now, take the LCM here. Twice of C1 plus C2 is the LCM here. So here I can say C1 V1 square into twice is there. So only C1 plus C2 plus C2 V2 square into C1 plus C2 minus C1 V1 plus C2 V2 का whole square. Here. Then solve it. What we are getting? Open it. C1 V1 square. C1 V1 square plus C1 C2 V1 square plus C1 C2 V2 square plus C2 square V2 square minus C1 V1 square plus C2 V2 square plus twice of C1 C2 V1 V2 and in the denominator that is twice into C1 plus C2. This is there. Open it. So you can see C1 V1 square, C1 V1 square, C2 V2 square, C2 V2 square is cancelled out. Then what is there? Yes. So E1 minus E2 comes out to be yes C1 C इसमें और इसमें C1 C2 कॉमन ले लीजिए, दैट इज V1 स्क्वायर प्लस V2 स्क्वायर माइनस twice of V1 V2 divided by twice into C1 plus C2, ये बच जाएगा, बाकी सब कैंसिल हो गए. तो दिस इज देयर C1 C2 V1 minus V2 का होल स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई ट्वाइस ऑफ C1 plus C2, which is positive. So E1 minus E2 is positive. This is a positive value here. I can say it is greater than 0. So E1 is greater than E2. Or I can say E2 is less than E1. Yeah. So loss of energy appears in the form of sparking, and heat. The loss of energy is in the form of sparking and heat produced in the connecting wire. Okay, so this is there. So my dear children, today we saw and very very important article, energy stored in a capacitor, energy density, common potential, how the loss of energy occurs. In our next module we have to see effect of dielectrics. Bye.